Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Stuart here from Spain Speaks. With the Spain news update, we'll have a look at some of the main stories that have caught my attention over the last couple of days or so, and we'll also take a look at some comments that have been left on the channel in recent times. Before we begin, I just want to say a big thanks to all of the people that have supported the channel in recent times, whether it's by buying me a coffee, the super thanks option on YouTube, my longer term supporters on Patreon, and thanks to the new channel members here on YouTube, now sitting at around 35 members, so thank you very much for that. Now straight into the news, and artificial intelligence dominating the headlines today. Why? Well, because the Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez has announced the creation of an artificial intelligence language model in the co-official languages of Spain. The Prime Minister of Spain, Pedro Sánchez, has announced the creation of a large foundation model of artificial intelligence that is trained specifically in Spanish and the other co-official languages of Spain. He made this announcement during his speech at the official dinner of the Mobile World Congress, which takes place from Monday to Thursday at the Gran Via venue of Fira de Barcelona. Sánchez specified that for this purpose, the government will collaborate with the Barcelona Supercomputing Center, the Spanish Supercomputing Network, the Royal Spanish Academy, and the Association of Academies of the Spanish Language. He also invited Ibero-American countries to join the initiative. So there we go, artificial intelligence, all the rage in Spain currently. We saw last week Microsoft announcing that they're going to invest some 2 billion euros in artificial intelligence, and yesterday Pedro Sánchez with that announcement. An artificial intelligence language model in the co-official languages of the state, which are, of course, Castilian Spanish, Catalan, Basque, and the Galician language. Now, the corruption scandal that is currently engulfing the Socialist Party side of the government still dominating headlines. And apparently Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez wants to nip this one in the bud quickly. And as we can see here, Sánchez is finalising a personal exit for Ábalos to settle the Coldo case. The Prime Minister and leader of the Socialist Workers' Party, the PSOE, Pedro Sánchez, is determined to quickly and urgently settle the Coldo case, aware of the damage that any corruption issue generally causes to political parties, especially to differentiate from past and recent behaviours of the Popular Party. The damage control strategy designed by the socialist leadership involves the resignation of the 64-year-old parliamentarian who has been a deputy for the last 7 legislatures. Ábalos leaving the parliament would act as a firebreak to the political scandal that the PP wants to maximise to undermine the credibility of its Secretary-General. So there we go, Pedro Sánchez and his Socialist Party want to get this corruption scandal settled quickly and urgently, and not let it drag on like other corruption scandals have done in the past. Because it's fairly difficult to stand on a pedestal criticising other political parties' corruption scandals when you've got one inside your own house. And Pedro Sánchez has spent the last 6 years or so criticising the Partido Popular for their problems with corruption in the past. But again, another corruption scandal, and as I said the other day, there's never one too far away here in Spain, unfortunately. It doesn't matter what side of politics we're talking about, whether it's the right side of politics, whether it's the left side of politics, somebody always seems to be wanting to make a buck at the expense of the taxpayer. Now, an update on the priest and his romantic partner that were arrested last week for allegedly trafficking drugs here in Spain. And as we can see, one press outlet is asking the question, who is Don Alfonso, the priest of Don Benito, arrested for drug trafficking with his boyfriend? Don Alfonso is described as a modern priest by the residents of Don Benito. Just looking at his casual appearance, wearing tight pants, rings and bracelets, is enough to see that. He also had some notable habits. He smoked, went to the gym, and lived with a layman. In the town, there were rumours about the nature of the relationship between the two men. However, he quickly won over the hearts of the parishioners of the Church of San Sebastian and the residents of the neighbourhood where the church is located. which has the same name. His arrival brought to life the parish, organising a multitude of activities and engaging with the younger faithful. The inhabitants of the municipality of Badajoz were greatly surprised when on Monday, February the 19th, he was arrested along with what the civil guard considers his romantic partner for allegedly trafficking drugs. The arrest occurred hours after the priest had officiated at a funeral. So there we go. As I said, more information coming to light about exactly who this priest is. Don Alfonso is his name. Of course, Don doesn't mean Donald, as it would do in English. It's a term they use here in Spain to show respect to somebody, especially in the Catholic Church. And the description that was given there of Don Alfonso, he liked to wear tight pants, rings and bracelets, went to the gym frequently, and also smoked. Don't know about you, but for me that's a dead giveaway for a drug trafficker. And the final piece of news we'll look at today, coming out of the city of Seville down there in the south of Spain, and the mayor of that city has got himself into hot water. And as we can read here, the mayor of Seville has sparked controversy by proposing to close Plaza de España and charge tourists for admission. The mayor of Seville, José Luis Sanz from the PP party, announced this Sunday the city council's proposal to close and fence off Plaza de España, a gem of regionalist architecture and one of the main tourist attractions in the Andalusian capital. The proposal includes charging tourists and visitors an entrance fee to access the site. Residents of the city of Seville and towns in the province of Seville would be exempt from the fee to visit the large complex built by the architect Aníbal González for the Ibero-American Exposition of 1929. The news has stirred up such a storm on social media, as it is seen as the privatisation of a public space, and among the municipal opposition, that the City Hall's press service sent out an audio from the mayor late in the morning. So there we go, the mayor of Seville sparking controversy on social media by suggesting that a fee be placed on that tourist attraction down there in the city of Seville. Residents of the city and residents of the province of Seville would be exempt from that fee, but the rest of us, if this plan goes ahead, would have to fork out the cash. So we'll see if this idea gets off the ground or if the backlash that the plan has generated forces the mayor to change his mind. Time will tell. Now let's have a look at some of the comments left on videos previously. One here from Steve. Thanks for fighting through the video, Stu. You taking vitamin D supplements? Check it out. Really helps me fight the bugs. They never taught us about it in my nurse training. Yeah, Steve, thanks for the comment, and yes, I am trying to push on, even though I have been quite sick over the last few days. In fact, on Saturday, I had trouble getting out of bed. And when it comes to vitamin D supplements, the answer is yes. I'm currently taking those supplements. I was put on them last year by my local GP, but unfortunately, taking those supplements hasn't stopped me from catching what I've currently got. One here from Otto Nain. Sanchez is the worst president we have had in Spain without doubt. Our problem is that the judicial system is really slow in this country. Yeah, Otto Nain, thanks for the comment, and I'm sure that you are not the only person here in Spain that thinks that current Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez is the worst Prime Minister that this country has ever had. And you're right, the judicial system in this country moves at an absolute snail's pace. It can take literally years and years to go through the justice system here, and no government, from what I've seen in the 25 years that I've been living here, has any intention to speed it up. In fact, I think it benefits some people that the system is so slow. One here from user, do they have $5 roasted chickens in Costco, Spain? Also, the Costco in the US sell gasoline at a lower price than in gas stations. Yeah, user, thanks for the comment, but as I have said on numerous videos over the last couple of days or so, I've never been to Costco, so I can't say if they sell roast chickens there or not. I imagine that they do, because everybody loves a roast chicken, right? But I've never personally bought one from Costco. However, what I do know is that they have petrol stations at the Costcos here too, and fuel prices there on average are cheaper than other petrol stations. One here from Lee, get well, Stu. I have also caught a cold this week. Thank you for your hard work keeping us up to date on Spain. Regards from Sweden. Yeah, Lee, thanks for the comment and thanks for those kind words. Fortunately, I seem to be on the mend, and I hope that that is your case too. Plenty of people about with colds and flu at the moment, but as we know, it is winter time, so fairly usual. One here from Brandon. I just bought a business in Barcelona. This winter was cold, but we'll see how the high travel season goes. Not too worried about the Catalan debate. As long as war doesn't break out and the airport stays open, happy investing. Yeah, Brandon, thanks for the comment and congratulations with your investment in Catalonia. I hope all goes well and it turns out to be a profitable business. The good news for you is that I don't think a war is going to break out anytime soon in that part of Spain, and I don't think there's any plans to close down the airport. The only thing that might happen is that Catalonia holds another referendum, maybe legal this time, maybe not. It separates from Spain and becomes an independent nation, but then again, pigs might fly. One here from Rubbery. None of the properties are for local young Spanish buyers hoping to leave their parents. These properties are, of course, mainly for foreign buyers to enjoy a few months of the year for a holiday or renting out for holidays. Foreign pensioners to retire in Spain are also much needed to prevent local Spanish people from buying in any of the areas listed. Don't speak Spanish? No worries, as your money speaks volumes for you. Yeah, Rubbery, thanks for the comment, and obviously referring to a video that I put out the other day in which I showed some of the properties that are for sale here in Spain, properties for sale in Cádiz, properties for sale in Almería, and properties for sale in Alicante, El Campello to be exact. And you could get the idea that these properties are aimed at foreign investors, but I don't think that's the case. Are they aimed at young Spanish people? Probably not, but I'd also say that they're not aimed at young English people, young American people, or young Australian people who struggle to get a mortgage together. These properties are available to anybody that has the money to buy them. The website that I used the other day could give you the impression that these properties are targeted to a certain type of buyer, a foreign buyer, but I don't think that's the case because I imagine that these properties are listed on many real estate portals around the country. And as I said, as long as you have the money, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, or what language you speak. But hey, that's just my opinion. And the final one here from Wind Power. I am not interested, not in capital letters, in an advertising agency. It is sad that this guy has been transformed in it. Yeah, Wind Power, thanks for the comment and sorry to see that you are not impressed and not interested in some of the property videos that I have been putting out in recent times. But thanks that you took those precious minutes out of your day to tell me about it. But the good news for you is that YouTube as a platform has literally millions, if not billions of videos for you to choose from. All you have to do is think of a subject that you would be interested in, type it into the search bar, and away you go. So hopefully, after doing that, you won't be wasting my time with stupid comments like that one. On that note, I'm going to wrap the video up. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. Debate the situation out as you normally do. If you have anything to add to the conversation, please, the comment section is the place for you. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego.